Developing story right now. The governor's office announcing a short time ago the federal government will not provide assistance to individual families impacted by recent floods. Matt Markham is in the newsroom with more on what the decision could mean. And Matt, I guess we're talking Fort Plain here particularly.
Yes, we are, Greg, and it could mean state lawmakers have to come back to Albany for a special session and try to get something in terms of aid to Fort Plain, because it appears the federal government will not. The governor's office says it has been notified by FEMA that the federal agency relied upon after natural disasters for help will not be providing individual assistance to families flooded out of their homes during storms which caused flooding in communities like Fort Plain. The government program would have given hundreds of families federal funds to help them repair and rebuild their homes damaged by several rounds of flooding in recent weeks. The feds had announced on Friday the state will receive public aid to help rebuild infrastructure in the area. Governor Cuomo had pledged to call a special session of the legislature if the federal government did not provide assistance, and the governor released a statement late this afternoon, and it reads in part, "An effective government is one that serves the people, and when disaster strikes is there to help. In this situation, the people need help, and you haven't seen anything until you see New Yorkers come together. The state will step up to the plate to ensure that those affected by these floods have the resources and assistance they need to get their lives back together." Neighbors in Fort Plain are continuing to clean up after water charged out of the Oswego Creek on June 28th. The village's mayor expects 87 businesses will not reopen there. Homes were destroyed, and the ones which weren't calculated hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage. They were hoping the federal government would assist them with some of that, at least some of those families, Greg.
Right. So again, money for roads and bridges, no money for homes and businesses. FEMA, a federal agency. Congressman Chris Gibson has been following this from the get-go. What's he got to say about this?
Well, he called FEMA's decision, quote, flat out wrong. Gibson says he stood by Sandy victims and wanted aid made quickly available for them, as he did those of the Irene and Lee storms. He said there is an appeal process that could be followed here and considered, but in the meantime, he's still asking the president to get money to Fort Plain right away. And Brandon Lewis is out there gathering information for us, and we'll hope to bring that to you at 10 and 11 tonight.
All right, Matt Markham reporting live from the newsroom. Thank you, Matt.